up with Jonathan. Can you?
Yeah, he's not going to play this week, so hopefully we'll get him back next week.
How tough is it now? Like 3 straight weeks, you lose a guy in that defensive line,
Yeah.
just rotating him in.
Yeah, life in the NFL. So the guys got to be ready to step up and play, and excited about those guys playing. Thought they had a good couple days on Wednesday and Thursday. We got some work to do today, but it's that next man mentality, the next man up, all that stuff. That's life in the NFL. So that's why at the 53 and the practice squad guys and acquisition periods going on throughout the year are critical. Because you got to play winning football on all sides, and you got to figure out as a coach, and they got to play well and be trained. So excited about those guys, though.
How important has Kevin Strong been to that D-line?
Yeah, awesome. He's been the guy that's staying there. Yeah, and he's versatile too, so he can kind of bump around different positions depending on who's in there with him. So he's been playing really well, and I'm excited for him this week.
And Keontae showing up late on the injury report, late in the week. Are they going to be game day decisions, or do you already know?
Yeah, we'll see how they go today. You know what I mean? Those are kind of wait and see.
How was Roy in practice?
He was really good. Really.
Does he have a chance to be up on Sunday?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, we got to see the next 2 days. Good question, Howard. But yeah, I was actually very pleased with where he's at for just being here for a week or so now. But he's got to have another good day today. But I like where he's trending.
Do you approach a game week any differently knowing that it's a divisional opponent?
No.
At left guard, do you view that as an ongoing competition or rotation, or what do you see?
We're trying to, by game plan and who we're playing and, what needs to occur for that unit to play well, we'll always look at that. That's with everybody, but we'll see how we kind of go today. Multiple guys have been getting reps at different spots right now. You need to continually to do that as the season goes on because of what's going on throughout the whole NFL and with our team too. So I feel good about those guys playing that are in there, and we'll see how it rolls.
Shanahan he was asked about the Miami Dolphins offense, and is it when you're preparing for an opponent each week, do you also have to keep up with the trends around the league?
Yeah, a little bit. You know what I mean? Obviously, when someone scores 70, that catches your eye. You know what I mean? Mike McDaniels is his guy. He's with him for a while there. And if you talk to Mike, it's no surprise that they're having the success that they're having right now. He's extremely intelligent. But and they got good players. So, but yeah, you look at the different families of trees, and hey, this is starting to show up. That's kind of more my job. You normally do that in the off season, but sometimes you got to do it in season too, because there are some trends, and everyone's a little bit different about how they put in new things or see what different plays are out there or what different defenses are out there. So we kind of have our own process of how we go about that, but I've definitely have been keeping up with some unique things that are going on in the league. Now, you don't want to chase ghosts either, you know what I mean? So, but you have to be aware of some things that are unique.
We know there's a lot of emphasis, obviously, on the scout team every week.
Yeah, there is.
Do you see, even with the jersey and the whole thing, even gives guys a little more juice in that, or is it still pretty?
Yeah, our guys know that's a critical component to winning the game. What happens on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday on those look teams. And we do a lot too. You guys don't really get to see, but I'll just give you a little bit of what we do. We do some look team, and then we do a lot of ones versus twos versus ones as well. And that's really to get our guys competing and playing football. And you would say, well, are you missing out on some plays or some cards that you would normally get? Yeah, you are, but you're competing and playing football. I learned that the last 2 years, and I'm not going to get into that, but I thought it was really good the why behind we do that, and our guys love that. And so it's fast and competitive. But our look teams, they do a really good job, but we try to put it in our verbiage. There might be a tweak here or there or a technique that's a little bit different by who you're playing. But those guys, we watch that tape with those guys. We talk about their technique and their motor and their effort. So that's a huge part to their development, one, and then to our success as a team. Are you giving a good look? You know what I mean? Does it look like Trent Williams on a down block right now? And so, because our guys have to feel that, you know, and they've done a really good job with that. It's very fast, it's competitive. Honestly, I think it's why we've been in games is our practice habits.
Do you teams of, and I'm sure it's situational with the 49ers, but they've only faced like 43 running attempts in 3 games. Do you get a good sense of what they do in their run defense with as little time as teams?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can see it show up. Their numbers are down because teams are playing from behind, so you pick it up and throw it a little bit more when that happens. But yeah, you see their structures, you see what they like, how do they like to attack. You know what I mean? But it starts with their front 4 and really the box. And I mean, as I say that now, it's everybody. It's all 11 because they play really good run defense. But the front 4 is a unique challenge for us because of how they play, who they have. The linebackers, like I talked about, you know, they're very, very athletic. They're violent. They can strike people. They outrun people. It's a big-time challenge for us. But I think there's enough volume to see, hey, we think this is what they're going to do. But also knowing that they have a say too, I like to say, where you're going to get some unscouted looks. And you got to be able to handle it with your rules and things like that, talk about it and correct things on the sideline because you can't practice for everything, through 4 days. So we got to be on it.
When you're in the middle of a game, in the thick of it, how do you balance the analytics versus kind of what's actually happening, who's on the field, stuff like that?
Prep of the week.
Obviously, Paris faced a great defensive line last week. To this week, Nick Bosa and that defensive line. Just how have you kind of prepared him individually for this challenge?
Yeah, Clayton's done a good job with that. I think psychologically he knows that he plays a premier position and he has to block premier positions. So he's up for that challenge. He understands every week in the NFL they're going to have a war daddy over there. And you got to be able to block them one-on-one, truthfully. So, but I think Clayton gets them prepped and each guy's skill set's a little bit different. You know what I mean? They're different rushers like to rush different ways, and that's where studying comes in and asking some vets, have you played this guy before? Yeah, here's my notebook on what he likes to do. Those things are critical components to getting prepared to play your best football on Sunday. So he takes that to heart.
When you were watching the film from the game last week, what did you make of Paris's block on Connor's TD run? The guy out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a really good block, and I really liked his celebration. Go check the tape on that one, see what he did. Yeah.
With that practice squad again, what does it say too about a guy who's wearing the 40 this week who hadn't been here that long, Tyreek, and then does whatever he did last week?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's and our guys know this, and everything that we do is you have to produce on a daily basis. So that's not a favorite award. That's who played the best for 4 days. 3 days, really, truthfully, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because then we talk about it tomorrow before the mock game. But I'm looking for high effort, high energy. Did you make the other side better? Are you playing with proper technique? Are you enthused about being out there? Like, that's what I want our team to be. You know what I mean? That's why it's highly competitive, and in turn, you're getting who you're going against better. That's you can tell I'm passionate about the look team.
What makes Brock Purdy so special, and how did teams miss on him that much to the 7th round?
I didn't evaluate him coming out, but what makes him special is he's a quick decision maker. He's accurate, knows where to go with the ball. I think he's got good command, plays fast, has good people around him, and a good scheme with a guy that can coach him up. And he's taken to that. I actually was coached with his offensive coordinator for a couple of years in Indy there. Tom Manning was at Iowa State with him and kind of got the rundown on him. And he's a highly intelligent, competitive kid that can win games, and that's what you see him doing.
Tom's numbers have gotten better every week. Is there anything you've tasked him with? Is he can
No, keep playing how you're playing.
You've been very significant. Very consistent with your message when we ask you about Kyler.
Mm-hmm.
With the way Joshua's playing, does that in any way in you guys' minds say,
No.
well, he might be a little more conservative?
No. I told you guys when Kyler's ready to practice, he'll start practicing.